High school football from across the desert Southwest is here. Varsity Blitz starts right now.
The Desert Southwest biggest rivalries take center stage. Welcome into Varsity Blitz, everyone. I'm Vanessa Gongora. Unfortunately, my other half, Luis Lopez, is out for the evening. It's a game both squads circle as soon as the schedules come out. Kofa and Yuma meeting for the 63rd time tonight. No love lost, though, between these two teams that go all the way back to 1961. The Kofa band out in full force at Yuma Catholic Field with Yuma senior captain Reggie Anton firing up his criminal teammates. Kofa head coach Pablo Cota looking to get his Kings back in the win column. After a Kofa punt, Crims on the move. Reggie Anton slings to his right to Nick Amador with some slippery moves before taken down by Kofa's Isaiah Luna short of the goal line at the 2-yard line. Moments later, following a Yuma penalty, Anton fires to Amador on the left side, and Amador scampers into the end zone. Good. Extra point is good. Crims up 7-0. After another short Kofa punt, Crims in business again. Shamar Morales with the tough run, dragging Kings with him near the Kofa 20-yard line. With under 3 minutes left in the first, Anton, he's gonna roll right, throws on the run and finds Morales, who does the rest again, taking Kings with him. Extra point is good. 14-0. Crims in the first. On a roll here on the Yuma kickoff. It's a short one fielded by Dominic Colecillon, and the sophomore showing off his moves on a nice return. Kofa showing some signs of life. Junior quarterback Jose Caleviz rolls right, fires downfield to Dominic Colecillon. Great catch there by the sophomore. Nice camera work as well. First down, Kings. Caleviz looking to hit again, throwing deep to Isaiah Luna, and it's intercepted by Yuma's Jaden Anderson. It was that pins of night. Yuma wins the 63rd meeting between the two schools by a score of 49-0. And now to another local rivalry at Raider Field. The Gila Ridge Hawks flew over to Cibola High School to take on the Raiders, both looking for their first win of the season. So let's see who took it home. Start of the game, the Raiders on the first drive. QB Andrew McNair steps back, throws, but it's intercepted by Richard Bean. Hawks ball on the 20. Gila Ridge now on fourth down. Looks like they're gonna run it. Oh no, wait. Steven Naves has it, and he sees Bean wide open. He makes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. Hawks on the board first, 8-0. But this fuels the Raiders on kickoff return. Check out Devin Burris finding the hole and turns on those Jets, taking it to the house. Touchdown, Cibola. The Raiders complete their 2-point conversion right here with a quarterback keeper. And we got a tie game at 8, ladies and gentlemen. So still in the first, Hawks first down on the Raiders 42. Navas is gonna go long, and Jacob Arcides is there for the catch. Ricardo Bravo brings them down at the 5. Is this deja vu though? Same play from the first touchdown with the fake handoff and going wide again into the end zone, but this time to Presley Cavich, and they once again complete the 2-point conversion, putting them ahead 16-8. And the Raiders could not find the way back as they take a big loss, 52-26. And now to Holtville, we go with the 2-2 Vikings hosting the undefeated Calexico Bulldogs. We start in the second half, tied at 7. Roberto Montejano is going to, let's see what he does. Hike. He was going to keep it himself, follow his blockers to the far side and slither his way to a first down. A few plays later, Marco Esquier gets it on the reverse. Clever play from the Bulldogs has him close to a first. Same drive, third down, Montejano slings it over Frankie Loera Rodriguez on the screen, and Frankie cuts it to the outside and has enough for a first. Calexico starting to put a drive together, but there's trouble on the handoff, and it's recovered. Brock Burnett. And the Vikings came out firing. Alonzo Cuevas fires for Raul Briseño, who's down inside the red zone. Next play, Cuevas to the air again, this time to the far side, and Alan Carrillo takes it in for the touchdown. Holtville takes a 14-7 lead, and they roll in the rest of this one to win 28-13 win. Bulldogs no longer undefeated. Now to Shimamoto Simpson Stadium, where the 3-1 Imperial Tigers hosted the 2-2 Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. First drive of the game, the handoff is to JJ Jimenez. Jimenez spins away from one tackler, stiff arms another, and is close to a first down. Later in the drive, Jaden Ayala slings it, but the ball is tipped and intercepted by Gabriel De Leon. Got it. Next possession. Fernandez gets on the option, breaks a tackle for a nice gain and a first down. A few plays later, Verde on the option again, but the ball pops free. Oh, who recovers it? It's recovered by Joel Villacampos. Yes, sir. Next drive, Ayala on play action. He's going to connect with Jared Nixon on the slant for a first down. Very next play, though. Ayala fires to the far side, and it's tipped and intercepted again, this time by Osarius Parrish. Tip drills paying off for the Yellow Jackets here. Next possession, Verde with a rare pass, and De Leon hits Alonso Hernandez for the first down. Defensive battle all the way through, and the Imperial Tigers come out on top 14-0 and extend their winning streak to 4. Don't go anywhere, though. Still lots of football to cover, especially at Ricky Gwynn Stadium. Fired up again after the break. We'll share how the Shamrocks did in their home opener.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Introducing NutriBullet RX. NutriBullet RX uses breakthrough smart extraction technology to break down and open up foods like never before, giving us the most nutritious superfood drink ever, and get back to being healthy and well again.
My stomach issues literally went away.
My shoulder pain has gone.
I was able to sleep better at night.
I've lost 100 pounds.
During this TV offer, you can have the complete NutriBullet RX system rushed to your home for just 6 payments of only $29.99. You'll also receive this amazing bonus, the NutriBullet RX Hot Soup Maker. Just place it on the base, and the NutriBullet RX switches into soup mode to make hot, delicious, nutritious soup in an instant. You can have the complete NutriBullet RX system for just 6 payments of only $29.99. We'll ship the NutriBullet RX system right to your door for free. That's right, free shipping.
You're watching Varsity Blitz. The best highlights, the best plays, continuing right now.
You're watching Varsity Blitz on 13 on your side.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's been a long 4 weeks for Yuma Catholic. While it's been filled with winning, the Shamrocks still haven't had a chance to play at Ricky Gwynn Stadium yet. So tonight, the Rocks faithful hype up as they welcome their team back to Ricky Gwynn Stadium, and Shamrock faithful out for the Yuma Catholic home opener against Thatcher Eagles. The last time these two teams played was in 2020, and it was a 43-20 win for the Shamrocks in the state playoffs. We pick up the action in the second quarter. Rocks up 14-6. Nash Ott with the give to Tate Ford, and the senior with a nice run for a Shamrocks first down. Moments later, more of the same. Again, the give to Ford and a nice cut back after he gets by the line, and he's loose. A 31-yard touchdown for Tate Ford, his 8th touchdown of the year. Rocks add the point after and take a 21-6 lead. The Rocks defense would force a punt. Nash, Ott, and the offense back to work. Ott slings to his right, and Junior Hunter Hancock with the catch, breaks a tackle, turns on the Jets, breaks another, and then is finally hogtied after a big gain. With under 2 minutes left in the half, Ott finds Sir Stokes, and yes, Sir Stokes is off to the races and finally pushed out near the Eagle 10-yard line. What a great run. Rocks would finish the drive with under 10 seconds left in the half. Ford from a yard out, his 9th on the season. Shamrocks roll at home 42-20. Tate Ford with 156 yards on the ground. Ott with 299 and 4 scores through the air. Heading east past Telegraph Pass on Interstate 8 to Welton. The Rams hosting Kingman Academy and looking to get back in the win column. In the first quarter, Rams go for it on 4th and long and check out Abraham Moreno on the fake punt. Lots of real estate in front of him. Takes a big hit in the end, but a first down for Antelope. Moments later on the drive, 3rd and 12 for Antelope, and Figueroa finds Martinez for a first down. That would be followed by unsportsmanship-like conduct penalty on the Tigers. Tack on 15 more yards. On 1st and 10, Figueroa finds Ozzie Martin, and he's loose. Look at him go. Martin in for the score. Rams fall on the 2-point try. Rams up early and take the W 35-14. And now to some Thursday night football action at Cal Jones Field. A top 20 matchup between the 3-1 Central Spartans and the 3-0 Granite Hills Eagles. First drive of the game, Max Turner on the carry, but he is bottled up by Josiel Rodriguez and Arturo Estrada. Same drive, 2nd and goal, and the Eagles give it to Pablo Jackson, who bounces it to the outside and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Granite Hills up 7-0. Central would go 3 and out, so ball back with the Eagles. Zachary Benitez back to pass. Where is he? There he is. And steps up in the pocket and is dropped for a sack by Malachi Okan and Felix Aguirre. Later in the drive, the give is to Turner, and he goes into the end zone easy. Granite Hills marching down the field to make it 13-zip. Second quarter, now Central really struggling on offense here. Estrada on the return, and he cuts to the near side and scurries down that sideline to give Central great field position. However, they would turn it over on downs. 20-0 Granite Hills now. Luis Jimenez hits Emiliano Morales in the flats, and Morales gets enough for the first down. But once again, Central unable to cash it in. 4 points. Granite Hills would make it 27, and here they are again trying to score before half. But Benitez is sacked by Rodriguez. The Central defense holds before the half. The Spartans are better in the second half, but still fall 34-6 and drop to 3-2. Now, so some scoreboards here. Calipatria was also playing at home today, playing against Southwest, and no, not our Southwest, the Southwest SD Raiders. Tight game as they went into overtime. Hornets couldn't find their stinger and lost 21-14. San Pasqual Warriors were on the road, losing 58-20 against St. John Paul Lions. The Brawley Wildcats clawed their way to victory, winning 33-7 against the University City Centurions. The Southwest Eagles, our Eagles, took on the La Quinta Blackhawks. Eagles lose 50-20. Rough one there. A busy and eventful football night, as always, in the Desert Southwest. Great job to all the players and coaches putting in that hard work. It does not go unnoticed. I'm Vanessa Gongora, and I'll see you next week right here on Varsity Blitz.